Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on into the corners and max out down the straights?
Top speed is a key factor for this circuit. Even if you can achieve the same lap time as someone running less wing than you, chances are you'll find overtaking difficult if you have too much drag.
Fantastic, you've got pole.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow. But before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective.
First in the championship, how does that feel?
Great qualifying session. Are you feeling safer ahead of the pack? It didn't look like you put much time into practice today. Is there a reason? Appreciate your time.
Well done. Very solid results. You're looking good for the race. Remember to select a driver that you consider your rival from the rivalry screen on the workstation. Performing well against your rival can earn you respect and better terms when it comes to our contract reviews.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Varsandi. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long-term remains to be seen.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. Varsandi lines up on pole position. And P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas and Verstappen, Vettel, Ocon, Perez and Kimi Raikkonen, Ericsson, Grosjean, Fernando Alonso and Magnussen, Sainz, Hulkenberg, Stoffel Van Dorn and Brendan Hartley. Sirotkin and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, remember to protect the inside on the run down to turn 1. Make yourself as wide as possible, robust but fair. Launch map is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please. No threat of rain for the time being, conditions looking good. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch. Alright, well done off the line, we're in a good position. DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone. A new strategy is available on the MFD. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the super softs. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. Okay, some information on Bottas. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car. We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Box, box, box. Exit, exit now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Caution, caution. Green flag. Brendan's in for his stop. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. The gap to the car behind is 16.6 seconds. You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Our gap behind is 19.5 seconds. Yellow flag. Okay, clear. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race. You worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
It was touch and go for a while there, but Toro Rosso have done it. A great win. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And look at this, they're coming out now. Toro Rosso have developed something of a reputation for forging exciting talent, and we can see that here. An incredible victory. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Varsandi increases their championship lead. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Difficult call, but I'd say Lance Stroll.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? You must be thrilled to be up on the podium. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? Would you say that your rival is still on your level? Appreciate your time.